watching Food as Medicine TV, where we help you heal from the root cause. Today we are talking about immune boosting. We're going to go over 7 powerful immune boosters, and we're going to focus on targeting viruses because viruses are responsible for numerous health concerns and conditions that can develop over the course of our lives, and we are all exposed to so many of them. So it's better we learn how to peacefully coexist. Often, research has shown and explained that some diseases and syndromes such as diabetes, Crohn's, colitis, Hashimoto's thyroid disease can in large part be caused by viral infections or too high of a viral load within the body. Because you see, we're exposed to a virus. Once we're exposed to a virus, it lives within us as either active or dormant. And the goal is to keep your immune system healthy and strong so that it can keep those viruses dormant, and that way they don't adversely affect our health. So that's what we're going to be going over today. Both exposure to viruses and having them go from dormant to active can happen due to travel, rapid urbanization, poor diet, stress, kind of the number one thing, overwhelm, or digestive issues. And then there are also emerging viruses that are popping up, which are foreign to our body, and our bodies aren't prepared to fight them off. We are fortunate to have antiviral and antibiotic drugs that can be used to manage outbreaks and control viral infections and obviously bacteria infections. However, the more we use them as our only tool, the more we're becoming drug resistant. And while these medications, they can be life-saving, they also come with use them as our only tool, the more we're becoming drug resistant. And while these medications, they can be life-saving, they also come with a list of side effects that can sometimes outweigh the benefits. Medications, they can be life-saving. They also come with a list of side effects that can sometimes outweigh the benefits. So it's important to learn a holistic approach as well. This is really where herbal medicine comes into play because herbs have been used for centuries as natural remedies for bacterial and viral infections. We've previously spoken about our favorite immune supporting and digestive supporting supplements so much on the whole journey, and we will link to those on the blog for the show. But today we're going to dive deep into antiviral remedies, which you can start to take now to support your immune system, especially for cold and flu season. Number 1, monolaurin. We are huge fans of coconut oil, whether that be for cooking or for taking like a supplement, and even for oil pulling. We're using coconut oil here at The Whole Journey, and we have since the inception of The Whole Journey because monolaurin is derived from coconut oil, and it has strong antimicrobial, antiviral activity because it disrupts biofilms, the protective cases of bacteria, as well as the outer membrane of viruses. That is really important. Biofilm bacteria can be hard to treat even with antibiotics. So this is huge that something as simple as coconut oil with monolaurin can reach these biofilms. We hear of MCT oil, medium chain triglycerides, being beneficial for digestion, especially when we're looking to increase the good fat in our diet. And this is due to the higher amount of caprylic acid. And that is the anti-parasitic, the anti-yeast, antiviral properties that come from lauric acid, which is in coconut oil. Or I also have coconut butter here. You can also buy this stuff in supplement form, the monolaurin or the caprylic acid. Another interesting fact is that unlike most other antimicrobial and antiviral remedies, monolaurin will not affect the beneficial bacteria within the microbiome. That makes it safe to take on a longer term basis. So if you have Lyme disease or Epstein-Barr virus, this is going to be a wonderful thing that you just need in your life on a daily basis. It's a complete game changer also for cold and flu. I give my little guy a teaspoon of coconut oil every single morning, and he loves it. 1 teaspoon, or for adults up to 1 full tablespoon a day, is a good dose to shoot for in your smoothies, in your salad dressings, on top of rice, melted into vegetables. I like to use MCT oil. I mix it with maple syrup and collagen and a touch of pink salt, and I put it on my paleo waffles, and it's amazing. So there's a lot of delicious, easy ways that you can get this in on a regular basis, especially during the winter months or when you feel that you've been exposed to something. Number 2, we have never talked about colloidal silver at the whole journey before, and we need to, because colloidal silver consists of tiny particles of silver that's suspended in a liquid, and you need the small particle silver because all silvers are not created equal. It's a traditional and it's an ancient remedy that has honestly been used for centuries to treat the flu, sinus infections, it's wonderful, and skin rashes due to its antimicrobial, antibacterial, and antifungal benefits. Believe it or not, today it is commonly used in hospitals to treat wounds, preventing any kind of possible infection. So it's a really good thing to keep around the house. It's been shown to kill germs and bacterial growth, which is also effective against pathogenic yeast, candida, and other bacteria such as E. coli. Also, going back to the idea of biofilms, silver is also shown that it can disrupt biofilms in animal studies. There are a couple of human studies as well. Most of the studies have been done with animals. Some have found colloidal silver to be supportive in reducing the viral load on the body as well. Some of these studies have found that, and you really always want to address bacteria and viruses together because no pathogen is an island. The quality of the supplements that we work with really matter, guys. Don't chintz on your supplements because they will not work, and you don't want poor quality supplements in your body. Our team uses and recommends the Sovereign Silver, the Designs for Health, it's called Silver Psyllin. Those are the two that we recommend because their silver is attached to the water molecule. It actually becomes part of the water molecule permanently, so it's not going to fall out of the solution or the suspension. This ensures that you are getting the full potency in the active component. Kind of an important note here is, unlike monolaurin and coconut oil, silver has been shown to disrupt bacteria within the gut, so staying on silver for a long period of time is not recommended. You're just going to use it when you start to feel like you're getting sick. It's meant to be used in small amounts for a short period of time. Now, you can get it in topical spray, get it in nasal spray, those of you with sinus infections, ointment for topical application, and then, of course, here we've got the liquid if you wanted to consume that daily for 3 to 7 days. It is important to note that silver can interfere with the effectiveness of medications, so do not take it with other medications that you may be on, and talk to your practitioner before starting. Okay, probably my favorite of all is oregano oil. I have been a super fan of oregano oil for as long as I can remember, and it's not just because I'm 100% Italian. Oregano oil is so highly effective at being a powerful herbal medicine that we include it in 2 of our gut and immune healing programs. And it's special because it not only acts as a strong antiviral and antimicrobial herb, but it also supplies the body with essential vitamins and minerals that it needs to thrive, which you normally don't think of when you think of a spice. It's one of the most well-studied herbs out there. There's been over 200 studies completed on oregano evaluating how it interacts with pathogenic bacteria and, going over the nutrient profile for both. This fun fact is new that we haven't talked about before, but oregano actually has more magnesium than cashews or spinach and is one of the top sources of iron, if you can believe that. The active components of oregano oil that are primarily responsible for its healing benefits include thymol, carvacrol, and phenols. It's effective and supportive in the treatment of Lyme disease, candida, it's in our candida program, but also E. coli, parasites, protozoal infections, and viruses. It's kind of like your one-stop shop for all the pathogens, which is why we include it in our Gut Thrive in 5 program. Beyond the digestive and immune system, oregano is a fantastic herb for respiratory ailments. You can also use it topically, and which makes it great for psoriasis, for acne, or for fungal infections that appear on the skin or in the nails. And when you use it for this purpose, it has to be diluted with a carrier oil because it's very powerful. So you could use coconut oil or olive oil as a carrier oil if you're going to use it topically. The usual dose is 5 to 8 drops of oregano oil for every ounce of carrier oil. Reducing your viral load can support your thyroid, adrenals, immune system, and digestive system all at the same time. We work with Candida a ton in our Kick Candida for Good program. And if we do not see improvement on a Candida diet, there's usually an underlying viral or bacterial infection that's at play that needs to be co-addressed with the yeast and the fungus. And when we're carrying around a high viral load, we can be plagued with a debilitating fatigue that we just seem to never be able to fight off, and this low-level constant depression. It's very normal to feel depressed when the body is fighting an infection, and this happens more often than not when they just can't fight a low level of infection for many weeks or many months because their immune system's been compromised. The antiviral herbs we just spoke about can be incredibly supportive for your healing protocol. You just make sure to go slow when you're introducing herbs because it can be a lot for the body to handle, especially all at once. Vitamin C, number 4. It goes without saying, vitamins such as vitamin C, they're essential for boosting immune health, and they're a powerful yet gentle antiviral, a great way to boost the immune system enough, especially if your adrenals are on the fritz, it can help you manage stress. And sometimes that's all you need to boost your immune system the holistic way to force a virus from active back to dormant. And you can go as high as a few grams a day taken with food for up to a week. Then you can start to lower the dose from there. One note on vitamin C, you never want to go beyond bowel tolerance. So if it gives you loose bowels, then you've taken too much. Okay, vitamin D. There are just almost an infinite amount of clinical studies. Vitamin D3 has also been shown to be a potent antiviral, reducing cold and flu by up to 42%. So it's hard to get proper vitamin D in the winter months, and supplementation is often key because you're going to get your vitamin D tested, but if that level is below 60, then you should supplement with your vitamin D. That's the functional range for vitamin D is 60 to 100. The traditional allopathic medical range is 30 to 100. But if you're between 30 and 60, you're going to want to supplement with some vitamin D to feel better and to support your immune system. This is Food as Medicine TV, so we would be remiss if we didn't talk about using food as your medicine to increase your immune power and gently decrease your viral load and your bacteria load. And so you definitely want to include things like high quality bone broth, hot ginger tea. Ginger is a near magical spice to cut inflammation. You add some raw honey in that with these enzymes and these antibacterial properties. And then we're putting in the enzymes of fresh lemon to support the liver. And that is a wonderful tea to have in the winter months. Drink your warm soup. I love to carry around bone broth in a thermos. Then add foods in that are naturally high in antiviral components, right? Get ginger in your cooking even more than tea. Onions, garlic, shallots, turmeric. We have talked about so much on this show. It's amazing. Of course, reducing sugar and processed foods is a great idea as well, and what we recommend you do always as a regular practice at the whole journey, because refined sugars adversely impact your digestive and immune system, and we all know that by now. Number 7, could be one of the most important ones here, is sleep. You have got to catch your Z's, because studies show that people who don't get quality sleep or sleep enough are more likely to get sick after being exposed to a virus, such as the common cold virus. Lack of sleep can also affect how fast you recover if you do get sick. Conversely, we know that sleep increases immune function and also supports healthy detoxification, and we cannot heal if we're not getting adequate rest. So be sure to check out our blog posts on sleep. We have several, which we will link, and we'll teach you the best ways to support your sleep-wake cycle if you have been shortchanged on sleep. There you have it, 7 incredibly powerful immune boosters, not just for the cold and flu season, but really for any time. Leave a comment and let us know which are your favorites. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time on Food as Medicine TV.